better give me that money.
Hey, dirty. Baby, I got your money, don't you worry. I said, hey, baby, I got your money. Hey, dirty. Baby, I got your money, don't you worry.
Welcome back to Bet It, Bank It, Blow It. I am Jamie G. Esquire the fifth, and while I'm not the attorney of your dreams, hell, I'm not necessarily even an actual attorney, I am affordable. And just like my man Magnum Mills, the only man I've ever seen drink domestic light beer at a top shelf open bar. I mean, Mills, there's value, and then there's high-end bourbon. Like Indiana Jones, make sure you choose wisely.
Yeah, see, the problem with high-end bourbon is that there's never just one. So at the end of the night, I look like the old knight in the Last Crusade there. I am just fading away. Because, I mean, dude, Lay's has nothing on good bourbon, man. You can't eat just one. And yes, you can eat bourbon, but that's a tale for another day. On the other hand, domestic light beers, especially when very cold, they're highly crushable and at least somewhat affordable. Just like the free advice on Bet It, Bank It, Blow It, presented by Caesar Gap Fantasy Football. Thanks for checking us out. You can find us wherever you get podcasts and on YouTube. We're on social media at Caesar Gap FF. Same place on the web, CaesarGapFF.com. We stay trying to remember to keep it easy to remember. So now that you'll remember, I've said it 3 times. Remember the flaps. That's a 4th. Follow, like, and please subscribe. If you had fun, please remember to hit the thumb. And remember, that was the 5th time and a 6th. And, just as exhibit, because I could drink a whole Hennessy fifth. Some people call it a problem. I call it a gift.
He's not wrong. We are here to break down the first 2 games of the NFL season from a wagering standpoint. All odds and injuries are accurate as of Monday, September 2nd. Shout out Labor Day. And all odds and wagers are from the DraftKings Sportsbook. The first game is the Baltimore Ravens traveling to Arrowhead to take on the Kansas City Chiefs on Thursday, September 5th. Mills, you got the breakdown for us, don't you?
1, 2, 3. We're not breaking the huddle. We're breaking down the game. Right now, the line is Kansas City -3. Kansas City is -155 on the money line, while Baltimore is +130. Game total is 46.5. Right now, you get a little bit of extra juice on the under at -112. Weather looks pretty easy. Light winds, low 80s temps, slight chance, call it 10% of thunderstorms. As far as the injuries go, Marquise Brown, receiver for the Chiefs, is doubtful, and I'd expect that to hold. Don't think he's going to play. Running back Clyde Edwards-Helaire is out for at least 4 games on the Baltimore side. Adisa Isaac, linebacker, 3rd-round pick rookie, is questionable with a hamstring injury. Don't think that's a big deal. Not sure he's going to have a big role, even if he is off the injury report.
Well, let's lead off with our strong hand and give our favorite wagers of the game. I'm pretty much sold on this one. Give me the Kansas City Chiefs -1. It's -140. I expect them to win this game at home. I know it's week 1. Anything can happen. Chiefs -1 feels pretty rock solid to me.
I would definitely take that because my first wager here is an alternate spread. Kansas City -4.5. That gets you to +129. So I'm going to kind of run a little bit of a correlation play here, not necessarily a parlay, but the other wager I like here is an alternate total over 47.5. That's +106. I think that Baltimore makes it a game. Kansas City pulls away late. I think they can win by at least a touchdown. I'm not willing to go that far as the number, but I think the +129 for the 4.5 is pretty sweet. If they're going to cover the 1, it's a little bit over a field goal, so maybe the 1.5 would be a better comp. But I like the 4.5 even more than I like your 1 because I get the +129. You get the -140. Any other thoughts as far as the side wagers or game total wagers from this one?
I think that about sums it up for me.
Yeah, the 3-point spread feel about right to you for the most part.
It does. I think that's the right number, especially week 1. You just don't know what to expect. 2 really good football teams. We didn't see a lot of, we didn't see any of Lamar Jackson, and we didn't see a lot of the Ravens in the preseason. We did see Patrick Mahomes in this offense a couple times, but given all that, I think the 3-point spread's probably right.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's move on to our favorite prop bets. Mills, you're up first this round. Give it to me.
Ooh, first one I like is I think this is easy money, Jamie G. Isaiah Likely with 25 plus receiving yards. That's +140. right now there is not a clear candidate to be the second target in the passing game. Well, I guess I should say third target because it's still probably Mark Andrews and Zay Flowers, but there is a big vacuum behind them. I think Isaiah Likely is going to fill that vacuum. He's obviously not going to meet the threshold he set last year when he was filling in for Andrews. But here, I mean, right now, plus 140, 25 yards, likely could do that with a single catch. If he gets two or three catches, I think he easily crests this number. So plus 140, I think that's easy money. And then finally, one more here. While I think the Chiefs are going to win it, I think the Baltimore Ravens are going to make a game of it. I think that'll involve picking Patrick Mahomes off once. So I have Patrick Mahomes over 0.5 interceptions, minus 115. Jamie G, what do you have for us as far as props on this game?
I got two prop plays I really like here, Mills. First off, I've got I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Give me Lamar Jackson, 50 plus rushing yards, plus 105. Really like this one. I expect him to get a couple of big scrambles. That the secondary of the Chiefs, while it's slightly revamped, they lost Snead. It's still really good. I expect there to be some confusion out of Spags on that defense to Lamar, and he's going to use his athleticism. I really like the 50 plus rush yards, plus 105. And then I think there's going to be a little bit of a two tight end situation in Baltimore. I love Isaiah Likely over 18 and a half yards, minus 115. Feel like both these are pretty much slam dunks.
You just weren't as bold as I to go all the way up to 25 yards for Isaiah Likely. I see how it is.
Nope, I got to play it a little bit cooler than you. I am always ready to have some fun, so let's each throw out a lottery ticket long shot. Mills, I'll take a stab first here. I've got over 1.5 passing touchdowns from Mahomes in 40 plus rushing yards from Justice Hill. That gives me a whopping plus 1,000. I could see it happening here. I like this one.
Oh, getting my guy Justice Hill involved. That's very justice-like of you, and justice for all. Let's
It was
say
justified, Mills. It was
it
justified.
really was justified. I wasn't trying to go all the way to Harlan County. As a matter of fact, I'm going to keep it pretty simple here. My lottery ticket is a Paula Abdul straight up. Give me Derrick Henry, 120 plus rushing yards, plus 850. So put 100 buccarinos on that. You're bringing home 950. I love it.
A chain is only as strong as its weakest link, and a stool is only as strong as its weakest leg. Lucky for you, it's tripod time, and our stool is a three-leg single game parlay with legs like Jane Fonda.
We do not know whether or not she drives a green Honda, but we do know that we have a tripod for you worth the green eggs and ham and legs. All the legs are solid. Up top, we have Derrick Henry to score an anytime touchdown. That's minus 120. We have Patrick Mahomes with 275 plus passing yards. That's plus 120. And then we have Isaiah Likely, 25 plus receiving yards, plus 140. You put them together, that's plus 750. So $100 brings you home $850. All of those things seem very possible. Very excited about this one. I'm not quite counting my money yet, but I'm definitely dreaming of it.
Oh yeah, baby. I like that one a lot, Mills. And we hope that you enjoyed that because we're running it back for the second game. We've got the Green Bay Packers facing off against the Philadelphia Eagles on Friday, September 6th in Sao Paulo, Brazil. Mills, break it down for us down in Brazil.
Apparently, they've told the players not to leave their hotels, but we'll see how that works out for them. Right now, as far as the line, the Eagles are currently 2.5 point favorites. The Eagles are minus 142 on the money line, while the Green Bay Packers are plus 120. The game total is 48.5. Touch of extra juice to the over, minus 112. No weather concerns as we are in a dome. As far as injuries, defensive back James Bradbury will be out for the Philadelphia Eagles. He went on IR, probably out 6 to 8 weeks. And on the other side of the ball for the Green Bay Packers, rookie running back Marshawn Lloyd, backup to Josh Jacobs, is questionable with a hamstring, but I'd say that he's trending towards playing.
Well, let's give out our favorite wagers on this one. I'll go up first. Mills, I bought a couple of points here and did an alternative total, but I really like it. This game just has all the makings of an under for me, but I'm playing it a little bit safe here because it is week one. Give me under 52 and a half total points. It's minus 174. I'm feeling really good about that one.
All right, I'm doing a little bit of a thing here. I don't know if it's a reverse jinx or I'm just kind of taking a stand on an international game, one in Brazil where we've never had a game on a Friday. I've got the Green Bay Packers -2.5 on an alternate spread. That's plus 147. And then to make it interesting, I've got the Green Bay Packers to win coming from behind. That's plus 230. So that's kind of what I'm seeing here. The Eagles do the thing. They get up. Green Bay comes back from behind, wins by a little bit more than a field goal there, pays off the win from behind, plus 230, and the alternate spread -2.5.
All right, Mills, I see what you're doing. The old reverse jinxie of the favorite team there. I hope it works out for you. But reverse wise, either you'll make money or you'll be a happy Eagles fans. Win, 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 win. And it is time for you to hit us with your favorite prop.
All right, I got two of them for you here. Going back to the Packers side, I think the Eagles are still going to struggle with their reconstructed secondary. I have great hopes for it long term. Just worry about it week one here. So I have Christian Watson with 40 plus receiving yards. That's -110, and Jaden Reed to be an anytime touchdown scorer, plus 205. Jamie G, what do you have for props for us down in Brazil?
I'm going on the Eagles side of the ball, Mills. I've got AJ Brown, 70 plus receiving yards, -120. Think he's going to be able to do what he did last year. I think he had like 100 yards a game for like the first 8 or 9 games or something. It was pretty wild stuff. Expect him to continue down that path. And I'm going to mix it up with a little bit of doing what everyone says I shouldn't do, which is betting a receiving prop and a rushing prop from the quarterback. But I'm going to do it anyways. Give me Jalen Hurts to have 50 plus rushing yards plus 210 odds.
Ooh, plus 210 on Jalen Hurts, plus 50 plus. I like that. I mean, if he breaks off a 25, 30 yarder, you're in business, right? You get, you assume you get 8 to 10 carries. I think you can get there pretty easily. So I like that one. Eagles don't even have to win to do it. In fact, if they're trailing, it might even work in his favor there.
Well, I'm still in the mood to have a little fun, and this money is burning a hole in my pocket. So let's grab another lottery ticket long shot. I'm up first here, Mills. I got a little combo platter. Give me Rashawn Gary to have over 1.5 tackles, and my boy Romeo Dobbs to have 60 plus receiving yards. That gives us plus 525 odds. I think we're getting there.
Plus 525. Okay. Dokie. You know what? I talked about the Eagles struggling in that secondary, the Packers coming back. I'm going to play right into that. Give me Jordan Love with 325 plus passing yards. That's plus 600.
Whew.
Don't even have to
I
parlay
like
it, dude.
that.
Just straight up Paul Abdul. And I think that's what it turns into that, they can't run the ball. The Eagles kind of sell out a little bit there. Jordan Love finally exposes the Eagles secondary a little bit in the second half, racks it up, maybe call it 333 receiving with 333 passing yards. Enough to pay me off.
Long as you get paid, my guy. And finally, it is tripod time. And once again, we've got a 3-leg single game parlay with legs like Jane Fonda.
All right, Jamie G, here's what we have. Leg one, we have Romeo Dubs, 40 plus receiving yards. Leg two, AJ Brown, 80 plus receiving yards. And leg three, Josh Jacobs, 25 plus receiving yards. So it is a 3-leg single game receiving yards parlay. That adds up to plus 850. So $100 is bringing you home, plus 950. How difficult is that? Romeo Dubs, 40 plus yards. AJ Brown, 80 plus yards. You talked about last year, the streak of 100 plus yard receiving games. And Josh Jacobs, a measly 25 plus yards without a receiving back behind him to steal those catches, touches, and targets. I love it, man. I'm not already counting my 950, but I'm thinking of the things I could buy with it.
I'm thinking of them as well. And we'll be back soon with some picks for Sunday and Monday's games. Don't you worry about that. Anything else you want to add before we bounce out of here, Mills?
Don't overcommit to the first two games. I think that it's going to, everyone's excited. It's a new thing. The NFL's back. You want to get all the money down. Don't exceed your normal bankroll management. Do what you're comfortable with. Don't go nuts. There's a long season to come. A lot more games this week. Just after Thursday night, Friday during the day, I guess. Friday football still just sounds weird coming off the tongue. But seriously, just don't overextend yourself early. Have fun with it. even just grind it out, get up early, and then start trading on your profit margin, right, Jamie G?
That's right, Mills. And are you saying Friday night's a great night for football?
And a great night to watch The Last Boy Scout, including the
Yes,
regular
it
dudes watch
is.
stuff coverage of The Last Boy Scout coming soon. As soon as we get enough of the NFL stuff done, that producers have time to edit more of the other stuff.
Thank you guys for checking out Bet It, Bank It, Blow It, presented by Seize the Gap Fantasy Football. Make sure you let us know your top plays heading into these games. We can't wait to compare, make money with you all season long. Go ahead and drop a comment below, or better yet, let me know by sliding in my DMs. Get at us on the social medias. Mills will let you know where you can find us.
See, this is where we need to have phrasing because you have to be careful when you want to talk about comparing size and sliding into the DMs. That could be interpreted the wrong way. And we do love Sublime, but we're not doing a wrong way thing here. We are doing the right thing with Bet It, Bank It, Blow It, presented by Seize the Gap Fantasy Football, here to help you turn a profit. Thank you very much for checking this out. Once again, you can find us wherever you get your podcasts and on YouTube, on social media at Seize the Gap FF. Same place on the World Wide Web, seizegapff.com. We tried to make it as easy to remember as possible, just like the flaps. We invented an entire acronym for this, FLAPS. Follow, like, and please subscribe. If you had fun, please remember the thumb. I'm Magnum Mills. He's Jamie G. And remember, we can help you bet it, we can help you bank it, but blowing it, it's entirely up to you.